So, this week we've been hearing a lot of words just being thrown around.
Yeah.
And I want to just break down the words like sedition, treason, and coup. I want to break that down so that people can understand what that is. So it won't be oh my God, I didn't know that was that. Okay?
Well, go ahead and break it on down.
All right. So sedition is a crime of creating a revolt, disturbance, or violence against lawful civil authority with the intent to cause its overthrow or destruction. Okay?
Well, it looked like the Democrats has been doing that for the last 4 years, because didn't they start the resistant movement right after the President Trump was elected?
Sure did. Sure did. Okay. Okay. Treason is a crime to overthrow the government.
Wow. Well, did you also know that if you give aid to our enemies, that's also a form of treason?
Wow. That's something that everybody need to know about.
Think about that.
A coup is the removal of an existing government from power.
Wow. So Diamond, I need you to follow me here. Okay. So let's just say that someone may have hypothetically, allegedly, illegally, and probably unconstitutionally change some rules up in the middle of the game in order to tilt the scale their way in order to gain power.
Wonder what that is.
Wonder.
Okay, so listen to this. According to NBC News, Nancy Pelosi, I call her Queen Nancy. Queen Nancy Pelosi spoke with the Joint Chief Chairman.
Okay.
Because she was trying to prevent President Trump from accessing the nuclear codes. Okay. Now I want y'all to understand, Queen Nancy Pelosi is the third person in line to become the president of these United States if anything happened to the president and the vice president. Okay. So when you go to the military telling them, undermining President Trump's and his administration.
That's right.
And go and telling them to he don't need access to the nuclear codes.
Deny him access.
Pull them. Isn't that treason? It's not only disastrous, but it's treason within itself.
That's right. Yeah.
Not only that, she gave Pence, Vice President Mike Pence, 24 hours to invoke the 25th Amendment.
Whoa.
Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
That's also treason. You can't go behind the president's back and say this is what. Well, no, she didn't do it behind his back. She did it out in the open for everybody to see. And I don't think she even understands what she did. Either she's arrogant or she don't even realize she broke the law. So to me, this is what I call treason. See, here's the deal.
Yeah.
She said that the president is unhinged. That's your opinion.
Right.
Has it been proven?
Have it.
Have a psychologist said that? Has it been proven in the court of law?
Have it.
So you can't go to the military and to the vice president making your demands based off of your own feelings about a person. This is treason at its highest level.
Yeah.
Now they keep talking about the president and what he said. I want you all to really take a look at what the president said. Take a look at this.
We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. Lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections, but whether or not they stand strong for our country.
Okay, so the thing I want people to, this is what he said.
Yeah.
Peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? But there was nothing wrong with what he said.
Not a thing.
They saying that's inciting insurrection and sedition and all that kind of stuff. But I want you all to take a look at what the Democrats been doing for the past 4 years. Take a look at this.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men most of them radicalized to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
That's it right there. I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
So Diamond, you mean to tell me that Democrats can encourage violence, threaten the president, incite the violence, then raise bail money for the rioters and the looters, and nothing? Nobody say nothing?
And really, that's sedition.
Yeah.
That's sedition. Then they want to turn around and try to impeach president on saying to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. But look at all of the stuff that they done said for the past 4 years. When they talk about impeachment, I'm also hearing that a lot of this stuff was pre-planned and some officials may have allegedly known about this.
Okay.
Now, Nancy Pelosi, Queen Nancy, is in charge of the House.
Queen.
Did security consult with her to let her know any of this stuff was going down?
Did they?
Because if they did, then the impeachment, you don't need to be impeaching Trump. A lot of you all need to be impeached.
Impeach yourself.
That's right.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 7